amazing pleasure having you here today. Unfortunately, we will not be able to take any more questions, like I did say the last time, and you heard him, he needs to go off. We pulled him, he hasn't spoken in over a month, and we got him to come here, and it's been an honor having him here. Before we round up, is just quickly talk about some of the things that were mentioned. On the issue, I think it was Kelvin that raised the issue of the person who came in, one man who spoke. One of the things that you must never do is give room to detractors to actually derail your conversation. The reason why, for me, I was like, there was nothing to talk about there. He has said is we will always offer people the opportunity to come and air their views. And sometimes you find them that even when they themselves are guilty or having some source of inferiority complex, so like it's a place where you can air your views. You did hear him where he said, oh, he might not be allowed here again after the conference. Oh, he will be welcome. And as much as possible, let them come in here and do that. But the thing is that we will not allow anyone to weigh the conversation we had in here today was to talk about May 29, was to talk about is it state capture, what is going to happen, and the election. And we did focus on that. So that's one thing that must go on. To also finally also say to every one of us, the obedient movement is not about any one person. And in any movement, if everybody is not inconsequential, then we don't have a movement. And I'm glad where we have today, where everyone is a leader in their own places. And it is collectively, as we work together, that we're able to do the things that we need to do for our country. Do not forget that every one of us, we have a role to play. Like Mr. Delifaro to me actually said, we are in control of the role we play. We are not in control of the role that other people play. And so do not leave anything to, oh, there are certain people who will do certain things. What is it that you're doing? That must be very important. As we go on, while we're waiting at the mandate, one of the things that must happen is that there must be a deliberate influx of people into the political space. Please, as much as of you that can register, go in and register in these political parties. Labour Party, yes, it is where it is. They are making decisions they are making by the people who are in there. If there are more people who are getting in there, getting registered, more competent people, character, capacity, people who are ready to serve the nation, people who are ready to give their or get in there, you then will be able to make decisions from within inside, and you not have any few people coming out to give us either the candidate that they feel like giving us or making decisions that they want to make. Please, so as much as possible, these are some of the things that we need to start doing. Keep on talking about the issues, focus on the main issues, register into parties. Let us identify people that we want to send to the legislative arm of government. The legislative arm of government, we said it consistently, is the bedrock of democracy. They have, they make laws, they have oversight functions, they're able to hold executive accountable, they ratify treaties, and even they confirm people who are being appointed. So we need to get more people in there. Can we begin to look at our different senatorial zones? Where who are the people that can run for Senate from those places? Who are the people we want to send to the House of Representatives, state houses of assembly, so that little by little by little, we'll begin to have more competent people in there, and we'll begin to have people that will make laws for Nigeria, and will be there, even their oversight function, they will be doing it not from a selfish point of view, but from a Nigerian point of view. These are the things that we all we start to do. Remember what Mr. Delefaro Timi said, it's not a sprint, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And this thing might take decades. There are people who have had Nigerian ransom for over 6 decades. We need to also put in the work. We've seen what we've done in 10 months. Imagine if that is replicated in the next 4 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 5 decades. Where will Nigeria be at that place? Nigeria definitely will not be at the gloomy place that it is right now. So this is where the energy must come in. As we go on, let us celebrate the little wins we've had already. Let us not allow ourselves to feel the press, to be gloomy. Look at those things and say, yes, we'll continue to do that. We continue to focus on the judiciary right now. If the Court of Appeal doesn't do whatever happens, we go over to the Supreme Court, and we continue to focus on that and continue to put Nigeria first. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today, and most especially, thank you to Bros. Mr. Delefaro Timi. Bros, thank you so much for being out here today and taking the time.
An absolute pleasure.
Thank you. We've had over almost 2,000 people on YouTube that have really participated, and they are all sending in their greetings. And please remember, Live with Aisha comes up every Saturday at 6 p.m. Nigeria time. Hopefully next week, we'll see you all. We'll be bringing in another guest by the special grace of God. Thank you so much, everyone, and bye-bye. See you again.